Welcome to The Explainer. Sometimes the biggest, most incredible stories are hidden in the smallest places. And today, we're looking at just one single sentence from the Bible's final chapter, a declaration that promises to change, well, absolutely everything.
So let's kick things off with a pretty big idea. What if the very end of the story, the grand finale, was actually designed to be the perfect fix for everything that went wrong at the very beginning? To figure that out, we're turning to one of the most powerful statements ever made, right in Revelation chapter 21.
Okay, so before we can really appreciate the solution, we've got to understand the problem, right? And for that, we have to go all the way back. All the way back to the beginning, to the book of Genesis, and the moment it all went sideways. So what happened back then? Well, in Genesis, a few key choices led to this huge, profound break. Suddenly, death enters the picture for the first time. Humanity starts hiding from God. A curse brings sorrow and pain into the world, and ultimately, mankind is separated from God's presence. This is the brokenness that sets the stage for the entire story that follows.
But here's the thing. Even with all that brokenness, the story was far from over. A promise was planted, almost like a seed of hope, hinting that something totally different, something entirely new, was just over the horizon.
And this wasn't just some vague hope. Centuries before Revelation was even a thought, the prophet Isaiah talked about this coming new thing that God was going to do. It was a clear promise that all that separation and brokenness, well, that wasn't the final word. A huge change was on its way. So, how did this new thing happen? It wasn't slow. It wasn't gradual. It all came down to one single, decisive moment in history that completely changed the cosmic game forever: the cross. Just before his death on the cross, Jesus says these words: "It is finished." In the original Greek, it's a single word, tetelestai. And you have to understand, this was not a cry of defeat, not at all. It was a declaration of victory. It meant the job was done. The work needed to fix everything that was broken was now finally complete. And that one moment set off a chain reaction. Instantly, the veil in the temple, the very thing that separated people from God's presence, was torn from top to bottom. The old curse from Genesis? Broken. The price for redemption? Paid in full. So you see, this wasn't an ending. It was the beginning, the official launch of a whole new creation. Okay, so let's jump forward in time. We're heading to the book of Revelation to see how this all culminates in that one spectacular sentence. If the cross was the moment the work got done, Revelation is where we get the official announcement, straight from the throne: all is done. And there it is, spoken by Jesus, now seated on the throne. This isn't just a hope or a wish. It's a declaration of fact from the highest authority in the universe. He says he is actively making all things new. And he commands this to be written down because it is absolutely true and trustworthy. He's basically underlining it for us.
Now, to really feel the full weight of this statement, we've got to pop the hood and look at the original Greek language. The English translation is fantastic, but the original, wow, it just adds these layers of meaning that are absolutely incredible. The verse kicks off with the word Ido. Now, this is not a casual, hey, look over here. Think of it more like a cosmic drum roll. It's a command to stop everything you're doing and give your full, undivided attention to the monumental declaration that's about to be made.
And then the verse emphasizes that these words are pistoi, faithful and trustworthy. This is the divine guarantee. It means you can take this promise to the bank, not because the words themselves are special, but because of the character of the one who's speaking them. It's a sure thing. But okay, out of all these powerful words, there's one that's the real showstopper, the one that unlocks this whole idea. And that's the word we translate as new. This is really the heart of the whole promise. See, the Greek word here is kainos, and this is so important. It doesn't mean new in time, like a brand new car replacing your old one. It means new in quality, new in its very nature. It's about taking something that already exists and completely renewing it, transforming it into a superior version of itself.
So think about what that means. The declaration isn't that God is just going to scrap his creation and start over. No way. The promise is that he's giving a new nature to all things. He's restoring creation, restoring humanity back to what they were always meant to be, and making them even better. It's all about restoration, not replacement.
And when you put it all together, what you get is this beautiful, perfect reversal. Every single consequence of the fall in Genesis gets completely and specifically undone. Death, it's replaced with life. Separation from God, replaced by God literally dwelling with us. The curse, gone, replaced by blessing. And all the sorrow and pain, gone, forever.
So this verse is so much more than just a nice promise about some far-off future. It's a declaration of a reality that actually kicked off at the cross and is unfolding right now. The announcement has been made from the throne, which leaves us with one last really powerful question to think about. If this new creation has already started, what does it mean to live in that reality today?